Hey everybody, Chuck here from the Get Your Geek On podcast. With me, as always, is my co-host, aka D. Danny, how you doing today?
All right, how's it going?
Good. And you guys at home are watching the premiere episode of our new Get Your Geek On show, Geek and a Nerd. You can decide for yourselves who's who. I'm going to go on a limb and say that I'm probably the nerd. Danny's the geek, but Danny's no rebuttal, so we're going to go ahead and take that as gospel.
Yeah, I'll be either one because let's see, I'm looking at three screens right now. Four.
Danny's the hacker in those movies where we're in the van. Like, we need the codes. Where's Danny? Hold on, I got to get through the mainframe.
And I'm the guy sitting there who forgot all about the codes and is playing a mobile game at the time.
And today's premiere episode is going to be some trailer talk, going over some hot new trailers that dropped this week, and maybe a quick review or two. But we want to thank you, as always, for tuning in to Get Your Geek On Network. We look forward to launching some new shows here as the new year comes upon us. Danny, what do you hope to bring to Geek and a Nerd?
A little bit of insight, a little bit of drama, a little bit of suspense. And so we'll be doing a little bit of comics. Mostly, we're going to try to do some older ones, like some of our favorite runs, some of our favorite series. I know, like yours is the Green Lantern, Blackest Night. So that may take a couple of shows. We really want to do that right. So, like, I'm really looking forward to getting into that kind of stuff. So, to give people a little insight of the real true golden age of comics, 80s, 90s comics, when it was just before the speculation boom hit. Like, we're just talking about excellent stories, they're hard to find. Like, really, I buy new comics. I mean, I do Moon Knight and Gunslinger Spawn. That's it.
Guns?
Really. There was a couple other good ones, but there really aren't any really new good comics. So we're just gonna rock the oldies and goodies.
And we do want to start the show on a sadder note. While we were off from Get Your Geek On, we lost a legend in Kevin Conroy, the iconic voice of Batman for several generations, passed away. And Danny, I just want to see if you had any quick memories of his run on Batman, along with Mark Hamill's run as the Joker. I think is the definitive animated Batman.
That is, and as everybody knows, I'm not a DC fan. That is the greatest animated comic show period. Like that's it. Everybody loves Harley Quinn. That's where she got her start. That voice. I mean, I still watch those, getting it all the way through. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. And today's show is our pilot episode, so we're just doing a little bit of trailer talk here. But in the forward, you can look forward to great comic debates, comic review series, comic versus their movie counterpart comparisons, and just some of the stuff that's a little too geeky for Get Your Geek On, if that's even possible.
Yeah. Yes. We're going down the dark rabbit hole of great geeky and nerddom. We're talking versus Batman, but not like, oh, who would win? No, we're talking about how did they spend their money? Who spent their money wiser? But, we're going into that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So it's very interesting. So I want to start off trailer talk today with the newest trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beasts, aka Transformers 7, the introduction of the Beast Wars characters, which I was very excited about. And the trailer honestly didn't disappoint for me. Danny, what are your memories of Beast Wars?
My memory of Beast Wars was the final episode when Megatron finally got out of that little housing unit that he was in the entire show and showed that he was just I'm not going to spoil it for people, but Megatron's that dude. And when he dropped down and that fight was on, like they did not disappoint. Like it was a slow burn to get there, but well worth it when it got to the end. I enjoy Beast Wars. It's a little different, but that's
just exciting to see Ron Perlman voicing Optimus Primal was very cool. Seeing him meet Optimus was great. But the final 20 seconds of that trailer are just Transformers porn. I mean, you see Cheetor running along with Bumblebee. You see Mirage's debut in a police chase. It's incredible. And then just Transformers mayhem. It looked like the Endgame battle, but with Transformers. And seeing Optimus Prime jump and transform into battle was absolutely incredible. And they've gone back to the G1 designs from the Bumblebee movie, which I like as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I haven't watched a Transformers movie since the second one.
And that's saying something because you're like one of the biggest G1 fans I know.
Yeah, man. Oh, wait, third was it the third? Whichever one had the 1960s Song of the South racist crows in it.
Oh, that was the second one.
I mean, after that, I was pretty much okay, Michael Bay. I kind of get what you're going for here, and I have no interest in it, so I'm out.
You
And
mean you're
and plus,
enthralled by the line from Robert Turturro? I'm directly beneath the enemy's scrotum.
yeah, that was just. I want you to shoot at just randomly shoot the pyramids, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we like that, and well, that part they liked because if one thing we know, pyramids, these fantastic structures, obviously built by aliens.
100%.
Stonehenge, a couple of rocks put on top of each other, the greatest achievement of mankind was obviously built by Scandinavians. I mean, there can be no debate. We all know this must be true.
Common knowledge, man. How did you not know that? It's exciting to see the Transformers franchise right the ship a little bit, getting away from the human characters, going more into storyline. The G1 designs fans have been a big plus for that. And then again, seeing Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime in the same scene can make any Transformers fan happy.
Yeah, that's like that. You hit the nail on the head. Transformers, focus on them. Even the show had humans in it, but that wasn't the main plot point. So, I mean, it's not that difficult. Look what Ghostbusters did. That's how you do it. Oh, what did they like about the original? Let's do some more of that. We'll just change it. We'll just update it a little bit. Who knew? Who knew that would work if we did what people seem to like? I
I
mean,
mean,
wow,
Sonic the
revolutionary.
Hedgehog should have been the lesson to every studio. Like, do what the fans like, and they will come. Like, if you build
Yeah,
it, they will come.
don't do what nobody likes and then say, well, it's obvious you're toxic because you didn't like this crap that we spewed at your face. Like, no, 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 no.
100%. Yeah, big excitement for me for this movie. I felt like the trailer didn't give away too much, which is really nice. Seeing Michael Bay being a
That'll make
big
Robin happy. Yeah,
franchise.
yeah. The ghost of Robin, it's all in the trailer, man. So
Exactly. You ruined the whole thing, man.
yeah, I've seen the movie because I watched the 30-second commercial because that's all the best parts.
100%. So moving on to a trailer that was a delightful surprise, especially compared to the teaser trailer they put out, is the Super Mario Brothers movie. Uh, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day starring as Mario and Luigi. Great voice cast. Jack Black as Bowser. Really exciting here. This trailer really opened up the world a bit. Gave you your first glimpses of Charlie Day's Luigi. Very great. And just seems like Illumination knocked it out of the park. I mean, this looks like the Mario 64 game brought to life and very, very cool. One of the biggest things people were concerned about is Chris Pratt not doing the Italian voice or anything. I feel like what he brought to the character is still awesome. You still get some of the great Mario lines that sound like Mario, but this movie actually looks like it has a really in-depth plot, which is cool. And it's a movie I've been kind of had on my radar for the past year or so, but now getting a real glimpse at it. I'm excited for this movie.
I think they kind of looked at Sonic and decided to take it just a strip out of that. Because Sonic was surprisingly cute and funny. Like I legit laughed at a few of the scenes of Sonic One.
I love Jim
Like,
Carrey, man. He was classic Jim Carrey in those
oh
movies.
yeah, he was fantastic. Like that was they just said, just go. Here are what you're here's the gist of what we want you to say, and just go ham on it. So yeah,
100%.
if they bring that again, what fans like, what they enjoyed about the game and everything to the screen, like maybe the pendulum's starting to swing and we're coming back to fan appreciation and not downing people for what they like. If you make a bomb, just be like, all right, we made a bomb. How can we correct it? Instead of, oh, we made a bomb. Obviously, it's the fans who suck. Let's make two more and slap a Star Wars label on it.
Right.
So hey, let's make something good. I'm I'm looking forward to the Mario movie. I actually want to see that. I want to see what's going on.
And another trailer that really hyped up the internet this week was the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer, which dropped, giving us our first glimpse at Adam Warlock, which was very, very cool.
Well,
Also, the main villain being the High Repository, I believe is his name. Uh, didn't really care about that. I was just in it for the Adam Warlock glimpse, and I like how Will Poulter looks, and I like the vibe that you get from the trailer that most of the Guardians are probably going to die in this movie.
yeah. Batista said he's done.
Well, I mean, did you see the Guardians holiday special yet?
No, I don't do Christmas special stuff.
It was all right. It's a nice lead in to part three. Definitely got the feeling like Rocket, Groot, Drax, they were pretty much going to be done based on what you saw in the trailer. But how hype are you to see Adam Warlock's MCU debut?
I like Adam Warlock. He's coming in a little late, a lot late, very late. I mean, the conversation with him and Thanos, I can't get. And that was one of my favorites. It's like
Well, I
you don't
mean,
have a Silver Surfer in there at the time, but because Galactus messed with Silver Surfer more than anybody else, and
absolutely.
he mentally would just jack with him, like they did one in one of the comic books. So he was teleporting, so Thanos would teleport around. He was explaining him about, his theory on life in the universe, kind of like his version of the anti-life equation, because they're the same character, him and Darkseid. So he goes to a planet, they zap in, it's like these little monkeys, and he's like, "Oh, you gave him, what did you do?" It's like, "You gave him the cure." That's nice. Zapped away, they come back, and Silver's like, "What's going on?" Like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. When you travel around, you go into space, so you burn off all the little microbes that you get from planet to planet. We teleported here, so you brought all those microbes in. So when you touch that one to give them the cure, you actually gave them a new disease that wiped out the whole population. And smiles in depth way, and Silver Surfer can't do nothing. Like this, that's just Thanos. This is awesome. Like that's what I missed in the movie. It's just him just calmly, like, "Hey, I'm not here to fight you, because I would obviously win. Instead, I'm here to like totally jack with your entire existence." But yeah, I'm
100%.
looking to Adam Warlock. Looks good. Better Ray Bill, one of my favorites. So once Horseface gets in there, I'm gonna scream and cry like that lady when the
Star
Captain
Trek Into
Prize
Darkness.
guy. Yeah, yeah. So
One of the best movie moments ever. And me turning around going, there's 20 minutes left in the movie, you know?
and have you seen Search for Spock? I mean, come on. And they didn't have to search for him. They just brought him right back. Like, look, we're not even gonna make you wait an entire 2.5 hours. We're just gonna bring him back 2.5 minutes.
If the Star Trek and fan me wanted to scream, did you not see the tribbles on screen? He's gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
I mean that was the whole point. Like, why would you bring a Tribble, show that's a plot point, and then go away? Like, it's the whole purpose of the scene was to show the Tribble. And, oh, fantastic! I love when people pay absolutely no attention to the movie and the structure of it.
So, and then a trailer nobody asked for this week, but we still got anyway, was Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And all I took away from this trailer is that Indiana Jones has been in 4 movies now and still doesn't believe in magic.
Yeah, I didn't see the one he did with that.
Shia
Um,
LaBeouf,
yeah, that dude sucks. So I didn't
where
see
he
that one.
survived a nuclear explosion by hiding in a fridge,
Oh, that's how you do it.
apparently. And that fridge can get shot out at Mach speed across the desert, and you'll just come out of it fine.
So he actually got out of a fridge, because I was told as a kid not to go in a fridge because you cannot get out.
True story. True story. Big mom wisdom there.
But interesting. So now, okay, we can just jump willy-nilly in and out of fridges. That's a good lesson for the children.
Very much so. I mean,
So
learn it.
kids, you see a fridge, jump in it, buddy. You'll be safe.
Who needs those underground bunkers when all you need is a nice Frigidaire?
Oh man, I wasted all that money. I was ready for the zombie apocalypse or the race war. I was just gonna jump down there and that'd be it.
I love that those are your two go-tos: zombie apocalypse or race war.
One or both. Maybe they both happen at the same time. So I'm just come race war happens. We're
Very
all
much.
blame the Mexicans.
And then this week, the long anticipated, in quotation marks, Avatar sequel hits theaters. Uh,
Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can't wait to not see this. Oh yeah,
Exactly my vibes.
because they're fighting underwater.
I
Underwater,
think I'm one of
baby.
six. I think I'm one of six people in the world that didn't see the first one in theaters. I mean, it's just Fern Gully and Dances with Wolves. I used to call it Dances with Smurfs.
Why are they? Where were these underwater people the first time? Where were they hiding?
Yeah, when your whole like sacred tree was being blown apart, you guys
Yeah,
couldn't
and
stop.
they were just gurgling water, thinking, it's fine. They'll take care of it.
People are like, "Oh, it's so original." I'm like, first of all, it's Dances with Wolves. Second of all, Unobtainium, that's original. Unobtainium, really, it's the best you could come up with.
Yes,
Unobtainium,
it's something that we can't obtain. We need a word for it, and we'll put at the end because that means it's a metal. So
100%, man. I mean, just I feel like the Guinness guys were in that room, like, brilliant, Unobtainium, brilliant.
yeah, I love them.
And moving on a little bit, James Gunn officially taking over the DC universe to head up the new DC studios. That's the reaction I was
Yes.
hoping for. I plan to burn it to the ground.
So, all you Snyderverse people, suck it. As
Hard.
Sean Connery said on Celebrity Jeopardy,
Suck it,
suck it
Trebek,
long
suck
and
it
suck
hard.
it hard. Yeah. So that movie, not that good.
I'll
And
take
proof,
anal bum cover for 500.
we're gonna
Don't lie
burn
to
it
me,
all
Trebek. I've
down.
been working on the anal bum cover for years.
I'll take the rapist for 1,000. That's therapist.
Let's see. So yeah, the Snyderverse kind of officially dead. Black
No,
Adam.
Snyderverse is dead. They have the Wonder Woman movie done.
No, so it's not done. They just did away with Patty Jenkins' script treatment. Like, go rewrite that.
They're rewriting everything. So they're all completely new movies. Like they're taking a lot of the core storylines and they're rewriting. What did James Gunn quote was something about I've watched enough terrible DC movies.
Well, I mean, he did Peacemaker, and I love that show.
Yeah, well, all so this is why he's good for DC, is because all his movies are gonna be campy, funny.
Right.
And DC as a franchise is more lighthearted than Marvel. Like they always have like their Superman is the hope. So they always have like hope and light and positivity and we can do this. Whereas Marvel has more grounded characters where there's always some kind of governor. So no matter no matter how good you are, there's a governor on you, and you how are we gonna do this? This is a dark time, and so there's always that angst. DC doesn't have that angst. And James
100%.
Gunn is gonna release them from like the Snyderverse was dark, like really dark, too dark for DC, but still Superman. I hate Superman as a character. I think he's lazy and boring. Love Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's in, I'm in. So if he's long
That's
as
how I
he's
feel
still
about
in,
Tyler Hoechlin of Superman and Lois. I feel like that is the best of both worlds as far as Clark and Superman.
if he knocks it out the park, then use him in the movies. Of course, they won't. They use somebody else.
Right.
I want to see
Well,
how they kill Flash because they're killing one of them.
absolutely.
That's gonna be
So
awesome. Maybe he'll run into like a stake or something. Or just show it in slow motion. Yes. Yeah.
so
Oh
our
man.
our goal for Geek and Nerd is going to be to do 45 minutes to 1 hour episodes. One thing that's going to be exclusive with this show is it'll go out to our Patreon subscribers 3 days early. So if you guys are part of the Patreon, you guys will be getting this show first. If you'd like to join the Patreon, it starts as little as $1 a month. And like I said, we're going to have some great topics. We'll post the outlines every week to the Gygo Facebook page and the website, so you guys can catch up on any reading you need to do, or any topics that we're going to be discussing or movies we're reviewing. So very excited for that. Another Patreon exclusive coming up this week is going to be Danny's reaction to Thor: Love and Thunder, because I know you're a big Gore the God Butcher guy. I want to see what you thought of Christian Bale's performance. But before we get out of here, big news that broke while we were away is Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine for Deadpool 3. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that, Danny.
That is going to be hilarious.
It was done so casually the way Ryan Reynolds did it in the video. Like, hey, Hugh, you want to be Wolverine again? Sure.
I mean, that movie is going to be so funny.
And rumor has they're going to be hopping through the other Fox Marvel property movies, like time traveling.
Yeah, like I That was my hope that he would be the new Stan Lee and he would just randomly pop up in movies, like every movie from now on.
Definitely, that would be great if him hanging missing posters of Stanley.
You know, he just has to be a little cameo and just like blink and do one of these. It's just something stupid.
I would dress him as Stanley and hide him in the background.
Yeah, like a Where's Waldo. It just in every just where is he? He can take the Stanley mask off and it's just the Deadpool mask underneath. Put like a
Absolutely.
Deadpool mask over a dog and have him run. Just something stupid. Just do whatever you want with it.
So Danny and I will be here every week doing Geek and a Nerd with you guys, and we're excited to make this really fan input show so you guys can upvote topics, downvote topics. Very exciting, and we'll take the top 2 or 3 fan topics every week and do those as part of the show. But this was meant to be a teaser episode for you guys, just to wet your mouths a little bit while we've been away, give you some Get Your Geek On content, and we're excited. Some big new things to come in the new year that we're gonna let Danny make a video on. Looking forward to getting into some in-depth comic reviews. So look forward to Onslaught and Blackest Night as our first ones for sure. Danny, anything you're excited about with this show?
It's a little bit of a different format, so I'm excited to venture down this. And for the Patreon, if they have any good verses, and we want like different. We this isn't a versus like who's going to win in a fight. We want some little different. Like I said, Iron Man, Batman, who spends their money wisely. Who pays less in taxes. We want something like that. Something we can deep dive in the geekdom.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the fan input on this. So Danny and I will be here again next week as well. We wanted to put a little teaser out here for you guys. As always, be sure to check out the Get Your Geek On Facebook page and the Get Your Geek On website. Also, we're going to be more active on Twitter and YouTube as well. So we're looking for a lot more fan engagement with the new year to come. And of course, we'll be back on the Comic-Con circuit as well. So a lot of great things to come with Get Your Geek On. We just wanted to try out this new little segment for you guys and parlay this into a new show. So Danny, I want to thank you for your time tonight. I know the fans will be happy to see us back. So I guess we'll call this our teaser episode and then look forward to full episode 1 next week coming for you guys. And we'll have those topics up tonight on the Facebook page for you guys to upvote or downvote. As always, smash that like and subscribe button. And forget your geek on. I've been Chuck Keywatts. And please remember, folks, no matter what you do, please stay away from Oprah.
Bird.
All right. We will see you next week with Nerd and Geek.
Out.